Have you ever been mistaken for a stripper at your own surprise party? I should have known something was up when my best friend Denise insisted I wear the little black dress to what she called just drinks with the girls. But it was my 30th birthday weekend, and I figured she wanted me to look nice for photos. I walked into what I thought was an empty restaurant banquet room, looking for Denise, who said she'd reserved it for later. The lights flipped on, and 40 people screamed, "Surprise!" But instead of my friends and family rushing to hug me, everyone froze. My cousin Jerome whispered loudly, "Why is the entertainment here already?" Entertainment? My Aunt Patricia, who was literally holding a cake with my face on it, looked me up and down and said, "They're starting early." Someone dimmed the lights and hit play on the music. Before I could explain, someone actually dimmed the lights and pour some sugar on me, started blasting through the speakers. My own mother shouted, "Take it off!" I stood there in shock, holding my purse and the bottle of wine I'd brought, while my Uncle Tony started pulling dollar bills from his wallet. "Stop! It's me! It's Melanie!" I screamed over the music, but my voice was drowned out by my coworker Brad yelling, "She's really committing to the character. Even sounds like Mel." That's when Denise finally showed up behind me with the actual entertainment, a very confused male dancer named Thunder who was wearing a cop outfit. She took one look at the scene, me standing there mortified while my grandmother was fanning herself with cash, and burst out laughing so hard she couldn't breathe to explain. My father, who had apparently been warned there would be adult entertainment, had actually left the room to avoid watching what he thought was about to happen. My sister was covering my 12-year-old nephew's eyes while he protested, "But I want to see Aunt Mel's friend dance." The music kept playing, and Thunder, ever the professional, assumed this was some kind of double act situation and started his routine. He grabbed my hand and spun me around while my family cheered. My boss, who I had no idea was even invited, stuffed a 20 in Thunder's belt while avoiding eye contact with me entirely. "Dennis invited a stripper who looks exactly like Melanie," someone shouted. "That's so weird." That finally got through to people. The lights came back on. The music stopped. Thunder was mid-thrust behind my frozen form when everyone realized their mistake. The silence was deafening. Then my mother said, "Oh honey, we thought you were professional. You thought I became a stripper and my first gig was my own surprise party?" I asked. My aunt defended herself. "Well, you walked in all confident in that dress, and Denise said there would be entertainment, and you've been so secretive about your job lately." I'd been secretive because I was planning to announce my promotion to regional manager at the party. Instead, I got to watch my grandmother try to take back the dollar bills she'd thrown at me, while Thunder continued his routine in the corner because he'd already been paid and was determined to earn it. The cake cutting was awkward. The speeches were worse. My uncle kept making jokes about my career change until his wife hit him with her purse. Thunder, meanwhile, turned out to be lovely. He stayed for cake, danced with my grandmother, who tipped him another 50, and gave me his business card in case you ever want to do a real double act. My boss spent the rest of the party overcompensating by loudly telling everyone about my excellent quarterly reports and stellar leadership skills. "She's definitely management material," he kept saying. "Absolutely no side hustles necessary." The photos from that night are hilarious in hindsight. There's one where I'm holding my birthday cake while Thunder is flexing behind me and my mother is mid-faint. Another shows my father returning to find a shirtless man feeding me cake while everyone cheers. He left again immediately. Denise felt so bad she paid for my drinks for 6 months. She also changed my contact name in her phone to Not the Stripper after accidentally booking Thunder for 3 more family events because she'd saved his number under my name by mistake. My nephew still asks when my cool dancer friend is coming back. Thunder sent me a Christmas card this year with a photo of him in a Santa outfit and wrote, "Thanks for the best gig story ever." I framed it. Now every birthday, someone inevitably brings dollar bills as a joke. Last year, my new boyfriend was very confused when my grandmother handed him a stack of ones and told him to make it rain for the birthday girl. Yet I had to explain the whole story while he stood there holding 63 singles. He proposed anyway, so I guess it wasn't a deal breaker.